Pencils down.
Pencils down.
Hey, if you got one, down. It goes. That was a pen.
Drop that shit. Drop that. I don't care. You have fucking scissors. If you got scissors in your hands, drop them.
Hey, right there. Pencil down.
Drop them.
Here we are. It's another ramble. Number 375.
Woo.
Is that? I think it's 375. Wait, I
believe so. I believe it's 375.
I'm pretty sure it is.
We are in the rearview mirror of the Ramble radio.
The podcast that everybody buried, Eddie.
Yeah.
The podcast that the people, the not the people, the pundits buried.
The pundits, the talking heads.
But the people didn't.
No,
the people didn't bury us. So here we are.
Larry Kudlow gave us a grimace when they were talking about us on Fox Business.
When the guy for fucking
when Mr. Wonderful was giving us praise on Fox.
Was giving us praise. Kudlow
was like.
That was the most transparent fucking. Jesus, dude. So you really aren't on the side of our country doing well, are you? You just want whatever makes Joe Biden. As Donald Trump Jr. says, Joe Biden. You want whatever makes Joe Biden look bad. The way Donald Trump Jr. says it, Joe Biden. So, by the way, can I be honest? We, Cody's busy. Let's just get that out of the way.
Absolutely busy. Sure.
But we have the curtain has been peeled back
a little bit.
You ready for this?
Yeah. What happened?
We know who Maddox 84 is. Maddox 84 is.
Who's Maddox 84? Who's Mystery
guys.
Maddox?
This is Kristen Farley, and I'm the 5-star raider. My maiden last name is Maddox. Really love the show. Got pulled in from listening to Eddie on the Ralph Report. Keep up the amazing work. Jerry, you're amazing, and the positivity you have had all over you have been, I'm sorry. You're amazing. The positivity you have had all over, all you've endured is amazing. Thank you very much. All my best, Kristen. Thank you, Kristen. 2 queens! 2 queens back to back. We ain't fucking around.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Maddox 84. But does Maddox 84 does Cordelia? Do they have to be alone in this? No. You can also go subscribe to the Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. It ain't that fucking difficult.
You can send Jerry a nice email.
Ramble at the Ramble Pod. And thank you for the kind words, Kristen. Ramble at the RamblePod.com. We're also on Twitter. Did you know that, Eddie? Podcast Ramble number 1. X, bro. Because we're savage, bro. Instagram at Podcast Ramble. YouTube, the Ramble Teeb. And we have merch, our T Public page. So there we go.
Yeah.
So do it. Yeah. So get on it.
I want to clear up a little bit of misconfusion we had over on the Ramble Teeb page on the YouTube's Ramble YouTube page.
On Ramble Teeb?
What had happened with on the Teeb on as Don Jr. says,
you may Ramble Doob, you Biden in the Ramble Doob.
So on the Ramble page. Last week, I had uploaded Ramble Radio episode number 377.
As a man would do.
Right. And then I hit it. I set the premiere date as men do. and then I logged off, as Andrew Tate would say, in the most non-gay way possible.
Non-gay way, logged off. And then
what had happened...
Wait. Did you see 2 men making love? And then touch yourself in a very non-homosexual way, in a very heterosexual way.
Afterwards, I went on to Pornhub and I watched some male-on-male sex.
Some fellas, maybe.
But I pleasured myself in a non-gay way.
Right, because you know what you were singing in your head? This is the man's world! Right? And you're like, I can do this.
So after I did all that,
what
happened was on the YouTube page is the video failed to process.
Oh no. Jeez.
And I didn't know this. It just looked like it was up on our page. And then so when I went to upload Ramble Radio 379 yesterday, Monday's Ramble, or Tuesday's Ramble Radio, I noticed that 377 was still processing. I'm like, what's going on?
The fuck?
So
is this big government? Is this are they coming for us?
It might be Kudlow's trying to shut us down.
Kudlow's trying to shut us up?
So I go in, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? This isn't going to work. So I just deleted 377, right?
Right.
And I had mistakenly tried to re-upload that along with the current 379.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you remember, 377 was the classic Let Ultra Magnus Cook.
would you trust? Are you okay punting the Rodimus Prime?
Right.
Down up 4 with 2 minutes left.
It's a very important episode.
It really
in Ramble
is.
Radio lore. It really is.
Oh my God! It might be, dare I say, the most important.
Had it been any other episode, I may not have even re-uploaded.
Never.
I mean, whatever.
But
Run of the
when we
mill
post
Ramble
the
Radio.
question, are you comfortable punting to Rodimus Prime if you're up 2 with 30 seconds left in the game? Are you comfortable? Or do you go for it?
Right. Not to mention our whole BTO Bachman Turner Overdrive conversation.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
And how mysterious they are.
Baby, just ain't seen. Oh, we also had a shout out from Rambler Tanner Kenny, the man himself.
Oh, Tanner Kenny.
Who said he's actually friends with Tal Bachman, son of Bachman of BTO, and he thought it was a hoot, so hopefully his son did too. Hopefully his son wasn't,
nice.
he heard it. Tal,
Nice.
great hit writer yourself. Hope we didn't piss you. We were just saying your father's band left nothing but questions with every hit.
So many questions. What business is being taken care of?
And what's genius about Bachman Turner Overdrive is that you're tapping your toes to this shit, so you don't bother thinking about those questions when it's happening.
Right.
The music is too good.
It's just later on when you're hearing music from other bands going, wow, they're filling in a lot of blanks here.
They're telling us a lot.
And then you think back to taking care of business, and you're just left with so many questions.
Right. That's all.
Anyway, that Ramble Radio episode 377 not only had Ultra Magnus, but our BTO discussion. I thought it was a very important episode.
Blissfully important.
I re-uploaded it, but I re-uploaded the 378 twice by mistake.
Oh, no.
That's why Michael Miller called us on Twitter.
Was it Mills?
Mills on Twitter put up both.
I think Snides made a comment on YouTube
Snides maybe
himself.
too. What I did is I pulled.
We mind our P's and Q's
and that's what we want from our ramblers.
Yes.
Paying attention.
But
otherwise,
sorry to ask you to leave a fucking positive text review and a 5-star fucking rating.
No.
Subscribe.
No.
Anyway. So to the air.
So I pulled down the duplicate today. And I re-uploaded.
So now the world can hear the Ultra Magnus Bachman Turner Overdrive yet again.
If you want to watch us talk about it on our YouTube page, on the team, go to. It's marked Ramble Radio episode 377. Let Ultra Magnus cook in parentheticals the lost episode.
I love it. There it is. We did it.
So now it's all taken care of.
Life is good now. We're good again. We're back on top.
We're all caught up, guys.
Dare I say back on top? Dare I say?
Yeah. I don't know if we ever left.
Well, let's 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Let's pretend Cody was at the boards and you're hearing the music, and this is it's a big ramble tonight, Eddie. So or today, whatever it is. There's such a sad love deep in your eyes, a kind of pale jewel, opened and closed within your eyes. I'll place the sky within your eyes. There's such a fooled heart. Everyone, come on. Beating so fast in search of new dreams. A love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. Nothing. Do you think the world is singing along? As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone. Wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down. There we go, baby.
Wow.
For the showdown. It's happening later. We're going to pick a winner between As the World Falls Down by David Bowie for Labyrinth and The Neverending Story by Limahl from The Neverending. Now, you were just on paper. You think, well, how's David Bowie just not stomping Limahl?
Right. But
we'll see.
Limahl's got quite a sneaky uppercut.
He really does. He's got one move. But if Bowie, one of the most versatile people in the ring. But
right.
Limahl,
he's got that jaw. Does he have a glass jaw?
Right. Limahl's got that one shot.
That one shot on that glass jaw.
You never. Or maybe does he even have a glass jaw? Maybe it's like when Anderson Silva was fucking with that guy and was mocking that he was hurt, and the guy caught him and he knocked him out for real. I don't know.
Takes one good shot.
We're gonna see what happens, but There we are. The Ramble 375. Is that our title? So does Bowie have a glass jaw? We know.
It's a little late to ask the question now, but
yeah,
but we do that here. That doesn't stop the ramble. If I'm asking the hard-hitting questions,
we know how versatile Bowie was, but could he have had a? But did he have a glass jaw?
But in the ring, did he have a glass jaw?
But in the ring, did he have a glass? Oh fuck, we're typing. This is it. That's it. There, as the world falls down. Well, man. So again, we hope everybody had a great holiday out there.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm Eddie. I realize how easy I am to shop for. It's just like I said, nerd shit, action figures, hoodies,
pretty easy.
Anything that was cool, anything from the '80s, I'm into. You know, well, fun shit. I don't want an AIDS epidemic hoodie. I don't need that. But
you don't want a Hands Across America hoodie?
Yeah, I don't need the Hands.
Farm Aid
hoodie. No, just the cool shit. I don't need the fucking AIDS. I don't need a fucking. Look at this, Ryan White doing a karate kick. I don't need that.
You want a Gorbachev skull cap with just the red blot on it? Gorbachev ski cap.
Look at this though. Look what I got right there. Another gift from Andre.
Lay it on me.
Look at this. The hoodie. Woo! Look at this. Same people that made the Macho Man Root to Fight. But it's a king of rock and roll. Elvis Presley doing with the karate, taking care of business.
Got the karate.
Look at that shit.
Nice.
How fucking badass is that? That's my favorite Elvis era. Is
the karate
Elvis.
Elvis.
Whatever drugs he was on, out of his mind, doing karate.
Whatever Colonel Tom Parker kept him in Vegas with.
It's like, what the fuck is happening? This fucking doing the karate. And, like, have you ever seen the documentary This Is Elvis, Eddie?
Yes.
Dude, the whole karate shit in there is the best part of the movie. And then, like, in the middle of it, it's like after all this karate shit, and he's like, they show him like making out with like 12-year-olds, like walking to an airplane and shit. Then there's a shot of him in the studio. Maybe I didn't love you. Like that's gonna make up for it. The only thing missing in that documentary is while he's singing, "You were always on my mind." They should have cut to like 3 of the Memphis Mafia just like having Priscilla Presley in like the camel clutch, like, shut up and listen. King's singing a song to you right now. You shut up and listen.
You shut your mouth.
You better understand this is a heartfelt message King's telling you. You hear? Maybe
would he have been on the Epstein flight log? Had he been?
Oh my!
For sure, right? He for sure would have been on the Epstein flight.
Wait, is that our new title? If Elvis lived, he's 1,000%.
For sure, 1,000%.
Oh fuck! There it is. If Elvis had lived,
would that have been Graceland South? Had he still been alive?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Honey, you gotta get back. I'm sorry. When I was talking about the hoodie, and Eddie said, had Elvis lived, would he have been on the Epstein flight log? Like, no question. And Eddie said Epstein Island would have been Graceland South.
As much as we hate it, I think it would have been true.
Well, I don't want to admit it. But
I don't want to admit it, but I think it would have been. It would have happened.
I'll tell you, man. Let me tell you, this guy knows how to party.
This guy got his own plane, man. He knows how to party.
This guy's got an island with man. Let me tell you, has a lot of fun on that island.
It's like an all-girls school down there.
It's like I'm in one of them Japanese video games, man, where I'm trying to date a high school girl.
I gotta try to kick some of these girls away. You know what I mean?
He's on the flight log. Graceland South. Oh The only thing is I just look. I want to be rid of Trump as fast as possible.
Sure.
But do you think we can at least get a karate video out of him? You know that's out there, right? Do you think that there has to be some video?
There has to be something in the 80s of him doing a karate kick.
I would say now. I want to see it now.
I don't think he'll do it now. I don't think he can lift his leg that high now.
That's the point. He's got a gi on, and he's like fucking. He's just like
he'd fall forward. He's got to have the sandbags under his feet now anyway.
That's even better. He's just standing on the sand. And then you got imagine all the fucking yes men. He's just like sitting there beating the fuck out of Alex Jones and Lindsey Graham and Larry Kudlow. Like they all have to pretend like he's just kicking the shit.
He's just fucking karate chopping them on the shoulders and they're falling down. They're just overselling like Shawn Michaels against Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Giuliani's just flying. Trump's like demonstrating all of his moves.
He just got nunchucks and he's just swinging them in a circle. And they're all just flying away. They're not even come close to him. They're just all flying away.
He's hitting his own elbow. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
And then they put a medal on him afterwards.
Yeah. They'll get on their knees and put a drape of metal over him. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Alex Jones. We're going to give him a gold belt. A black belt's not enough. He's so powerful, we're going to give him a gold belt. We're going to put a gold belt on him. He's getting a gold belt.
He's savage, bro. Look at those karate kicks.
He's got a fucking gold belt, bro. He's fucking savage, bro.
That's fucking savage, bro.
He's fucking savage. Nobody has a gold belt, bro. Fucking Trump's the only one.
Fucking belt's made out of lion intestines. It's fucking savage, bro. It's a fucking lion intestine turned into a belt, a gold belt. Fucking savage, bro.
I still think my favorite part is fucking Giuliani putting the medal on. After he's just swinging.
He's just swinging a nunchuck, just not even at anybody.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. This is a legitimate medal. It's the best medal anyone's ever gotten for the sport of karate. It's a legitimate martial arts medal. The finest medal anyone's ever gotten. They took it off Bruce Lee, and they're giving it to yours truly. That's what happened. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. One day we think that video.
One day we'll get it. Hopefully we'll get it.
Hopefully, Eddie. On this post-holiday, post-Christmas day.
Yes, post-Christmas, yes.
I wanted to share a story of my retail days.
Okay.
Back when I worked at a bookstore in Dallas, I think it was around the holidays. That's why I'm sharing the story. There was a gentleman who walked into the store. We'd open it like fucking 8 in the morning. Okay. Why? Who needs a book at 8 in the fucking morning?
That's...
And we would open at 8 in the fucking morning. And sure enough, there's always people. They get newspapers and shit. Like, you can't get the shit delivered to your fucking house.
Sure.
But 8 in the morning. I guess we had a Starbucks in the bookstore, so that probably helped. But I remember one morning, this dude, I worked in the music department. So I'm in the back, right? I'm in the back. And this guy comes walking, and I just kind of noticed him. He's kind of a short fellow, kind of chubby. Right. And he goes walking into the men's room. And I was like, oh, all right, that's, didn't have time to shop, right? He's like, oops.
Right, yeah, just it hit him, and he'll shop afterwards. Yeah,
I'll do this after. I've been there. And then he's in there for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
And one of the employees comes walking over to me. I wasn't a supervisor, Eddie. I was just a grunt.
You're low on the totem pole.
And he comes,
bottom rung guy.
He goes, Jerry.
Ham and egger, as Dobby the Brain would say. You're a ham and egger.
A ham and egger. That's right.
That's what you are.
And a fellow ham and egger comes over, doesn't even call a manager or a supervisor because, hey, Jerry, he goes, I don't know, maybe you might enjoy busting this guy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I think there's a guy masturbating in the men's room right now. I'm like, oh, I would enjoy.
Normally
I'd say no. I'm retired, but I think I can put on the belt one more. I think I can put the belt
lace them
on
up
the line.
one more time. Yeah. Lace them up one more time.
Put them trunks on one more time for this. Strap them cleats onto my shoes one more time. And so I was like, well, will you watch the music department? No, yeah, I got it. And so I walk in. The guy, there's like 5 adult magazines all around the toilet. He's in the handicap stall, the giant one. And he's just got like 5 adult magazines just on the ground.
He's just got it all laid out for him.
Open to different pages on the floor. And I can hear him. I swear this happened. He didn't hear me walk in. I purposely opened the door very, very slow.
Well, because you're a pro. You're retired, but you were a Hall of Famer at this. You knew what you were doing.
Come on.
Yeah, you knew.
Come on.
He knew what he was doing when he tapped you to do one more time.
He knew.
When he tapped you to go in there and bust him, he knew who he was tapping.
Had I known Andrea then, I'm sure she would have been like, please, baby, just don't. This is taking such a toll on you. You know what I mean? Like, you've left this behind. But now and I was so lucky because it was so early in the morning, no one else walked in.
Sure.
Right? That would have fucked it all up. And I almost thought, do I go to the maintenance closet and get like a do not disturb sign or something?
Let him
an out of order sign and put it on the door so no one walks in while I got this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just tippy-toed to his stall while he's jerking off. And I can hear him. He's like, I just go to the stall door and I ball up my hands and fists, and then as hard as I can, I just start on the floor. And I'm like, hey! I'm screaming. You're not supposed to do that in here, you sick motherfucker. Get the fuck out. And the funniest part is when I start banging, his legs just shot up like he was sitting on the stall and they shot straight up. And like a 6th magazine fell out of his lap onto the ground. I was like, what was this guy? How much did he need?
There was a story. There was a story involved. It's probably a progression.
And I was like, you get all this up and you fucking pay for this shit and you get the fuck out of here. And I just hear this like dead silence and then, okay, I'm sorry. And then I just run out and go, I got it. And I go back to music. And he had no idea who it was. It could have been any. So I'm just sitting there and this guy he's like, comes walking out like so scared.
As well as he knows, there's a ghost that haunts that.
A very moral ghost. A ghost with a very moral high stand. Dude. I don't know. That might have been my peak, Eddie. That might have been.
You're like,
where do I go
Myrtle.
From here? Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here?
Where do you go? But if that was your last time, that's a walk-off. Right? That's a walk-off.
Was that like Barry Bonds? I just stare and admire it before I even think about going to first base. I just admire how far.
I mean, you were already GOAT status for busting people jerking off. And this was just, you came back It's like Mr. 3000. You had the hit record. Someone broke it. You're like, yo, fuck this. I'm going back in. I'm going to get that hit record.
Was this Brady going to Tampa? Is that what this was? Like, fuck this. I'm winning another one. No, fuck this.
This one's for John.
Oh, fuck. But again, the 6 magazines, I think, is still the strangest part of that whole.
Strange.
Like,
I would like to see how he had them laid out, and if there was a story involved, or if it was just 6 random.
Oh, fuck. Why'd you need that many? How is one? How is just one picture of tits and pussy or whatever not enough?
Well, when you're in the game as long as him, maybe right. it takes more to get you going, I guess. You know?
Wait a minute.
He at one time was a 1 magazine guy, but it's over time.
So was this like
6
if he was GOAT level where he was at?
Yeah.
I mean, would this be like just Jordan just making sure nobody got a title? Is that what I did? Is that what I did to this guy? Was this like Baltimore, San Francisco the other night? Like it was just an ass whooping. You'd think it was going to be like
everybody thought this guy's got it. He's got 6 mags going in the stall.
There's no stopping him.
He's walking away with this.
There's no stopping him.
And then your buddy comes in and just taps the goat on the shoulder. And sent you in.
Oh fuck! I think that's the saddest thing about the whole story is that they were like, "Oh, Jerry, he'll be the guy."
Jerry'll do this.
I don't want to go bust this guy for Jerry. And I was so excited, Eddie. I was so excited.
One more run, man. One more run.
Really.
Jordan and the Bulls in '98. One more run.
That's fucking the last ride. Let's do
the last run. The last ride.
Oh fuck! It really. I'll never forget the way his legs just shot right up in the air, and then the magazine fell out of his lap.
He's probably never had an erection go that soft that fast.
Ever. He's never jerked off again. I really.
You may have broken him. You might have broken him.
I might have broken that guy.
You might have broken him.
Oh fuck!
Ugh.
There it is. Whew. That was a little trip down memory lane. If you.
Oh, thank you for taking us down that trip.
Hey, thank you all for going with me. Really. Yeah. And now it's time for probably Eddie. I don't know if it's the most popular segment on the Ramble, but
our ratings do spike around this time.
They ran around this time. The ratings shoot up.
The ratings spike. Our numbers shoot up around this time.
The finger blast song of the day. It's usually when everyone clicks over to the Ramble to see what's happening. And it all started when a rival podcast tried to give away the ending. Remember that?
Yeah.
They're they're going to do Jefferson Starship Miracles as Finger Blast Song of the Day.
Finger Blast Song of the Day.
Nobody wanted that's going to put asses in seats, and then boom, it just took over. That was our. But man, today, Eddie, I have Dr. Hook. Spending the night together. Spending the night together. Okay. Whoa, you're looking kind of lonely, girl. Like, I think it just speaks for itself as a Finger Blast song. Like, I think if you're in the library and that comes on, you're immediately finger banging. Don't you think? Like, in the library?
I would think so.
I mean, not that a library would play music, but if a library did have some songs, have a in-store playlist, and that came on, right?
Yeah. I don't know who resists that call.
How do you resist that?
Call.
You're either getting librarian finger bang pussy, or the person next to you you're finger banging. It's someone studying,
or you're fingering yourself. You're putting your fingers in your own ass.
Like, fuck this. I'm just.
These fingers got to go somewhere.
No one else is here. You're looking kind of lonely, girl. Spending the night together. Whoa.
Finger your own ass to that song.
Spending the night together.
Great choice.
Thank you.
I totally see it. Yeah.
Do you have a finger?
I'm going a little different. I'm going almost a 180 here.
Oh.
This one is the mood set for this one is like you've gone out, you've had like you've partied hard. Like this is a party hard night. Like
shit.
you guys you're both blitzed. You're just in it for some animal style type loving, right? Like just
always.
Going at it, but you don't want to just jump into it. You want some foreplay, right?
Of
you
course.
want to
Yeah.
You always got to do the foreplay. So I'm going to go Hellraiser by Motorhead.
Oh shit.
Just you're both blitzed out of your minds.
Oh my god. Wow.
And you just want to go to town, but you're like, no, babe.
So this
There's
is
rules here.
like, so I kind of laid down a intimate, smooth.
Very
and
smooth.
You're more just
third date sort of like,
blood.
okay, it's time to.
We've been together 8 years. We just want some sloppy finger banging. We ain't here for any bullshit.
No,
right?
no bullshit.
We just want point A to point B finger banging.
Right.
Motor.
We know what we want, and we're not gonna fuck around. We're not gonna play these games. We don't need any heavy petting beforehand.
Nah, we're just gonna do heavy petting now.
You
right
take your pants down and bend over.
We're
I'm gonna lick my
starting.
fingers, and we're starting.
We're going in.
I mean, just listen to these lyrics: Hellraiser in the thunder and heat.
Yep.
Hellraiser, rock you back in your seat. Hellraiser, and I'll make it come true.
What else do you need?
Hellraiser, I put a spell on you.
There it is. What else do you need? Hellraiser by Motor. And then think about this. Imagine the legendary status you have in the finger banging world if you finger banged at a Motorhead concert.
Right.
That's, I mean, imagine the status you then have.
I mean, it's a category. It's rarefied air. Let's put it that way.
The next time you go to a Motorhead show, you ain't buying anything. It's like, no, your money's no good here, pal.
They're picking you up and they're crowd surfing you to the front row.
Everyone removes their hats when you walk into the Motorhead concert.
Lemmy brings you up on stage.
Come here.
And puts his cowboy hat on you.
There it is for the rest of the night. Hellraiser by Motorhead, Spending the Night Together by Dr. Hook, two finger bang classics of completely different genres and eras and that, but it's okay. Yeah. That's why you have us at the Ramble.
To give you options.
To give you options and let you know that there's kind of a
finger... I could have picked some yacht rock song. Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's an easy. That's a layup.
There's a finger bang song for everyone.
Finger bang to Hellraiser.
Let's see how tough you are. Let's see how bad you are.
See what you're made of at that point.
Now, you know what I think? I don't know how we're gonna do this. We have to get Cody. That's the problem. Is we need Cody back whenever he comes back. But I think that there should be a ramble interrupt. So like the minute we're finished with the segment, right? It has to be when we're done with the segment.
Sure.
Then whenever Cody wants, he just presses a button and you hear Gumbel-love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy. And then we have
we have to drop whatever we're doing.
It's Gumbel-love. So let's pretend that just happened. Gumbel-love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy.
Honestly, I think all three of us should have that button. And then whenever we're feeling it.
Whenever Gumbel-love. All right. You ready? We're going to Bryant Gumbel. Rosamund Pike, actress. Rosamund Pike. How would you do it?
Rose?
Pike.
Roses?
Pike.
Pikes?
Months? I think months. I think months.
Months. Hey, months. Months. So, months.
Months, you ever?
Months.
Months. You ever show your tits and anything, months?
You
ever okay showing a tit in a movie? Months.
You want to show me your tits now, Monzies?
Show me your tits now, Monzies. That's what ends it for Gumbel. That's what kills his career.
Finally took him down.
Muns, you want to show those mounds, Muns? While we're here, Munsies? Munsies, want to show the mounds? Muns. All right. Manager of Dino Bravo, Frenchie Martin.
Frenchie Martin.
Cheese? Marts? Tins? Friends? Cheese? Marts? Marts? I don't know. Marts. What do you think? Chens?
That's a tough one.
Wrench?
One of our toughest ones.
I know. Cheese? I think cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. All right,
Cheese.
cheese. Okay.
Cheese.
Now we're going to be even more difficult. You ready?
Okay.
Former Rams head coach Mike Martz.
Oh. Arts?
Former inventor of all things offense, Mike Martz. This
Martz?
That guy was a little cocky about how good he was as an offensive mind.
Little
wasn't he,
bit.
Mike Martz.
Little bit.
Yeah, Martz.
A little bit. Marcy's?
I think it's, and then I think someone like a camera person has to be ready to slap him to stop him.
Right,
He might just be like,
and then there also has to be someone on the other side in the earpiece that Mike Martz is wearing, letting him know that he's saying his name. Like, no, he's speaking to you.
That's
Answer
you,
the
Mike.
question.
Mike, that's you.
That's what he's calling you.
Oh, Alanis Morissette.
Ooh. Morse?
I think more sets. Sets.
Honest. Onsies?
So, how many times did you blow Coulier? Sets. How many times did you blow Dave Coulier?
Sets?
How many times did you blow Dave Coulier? Sets? Would you have stopped there? Sets. Any other Full House cast members you'd have blown? Sets.
Did you do the whole house? Honest?
Sets.
More? Sets?
Go on,
Sets?
sets.
Setsies? Come on, sets.
Now for today's segment, Limahl.
Limahl.
Limbs. Limbs?
Limbs?
Balls?
Malls.
Malls.
Malls. It's got to be malls. That's easy. That's a
Malls.
fucking free throw.
That's our
a free throw.
layup. Limahl.
That's a malls. That one's cake. That's a cake one.
You still talk to the Kajagoogoo guys? Malls?
Malls.
Too shy? Still talk to the Kajagoogoo folks? Malls? You still put them on the horn?
Malls.
All right. What was that look for? Yeah, exactly. All right. You ready? Because you know what this is, Andrea? It's Gumbel-love. It's driving us mad. It's making us crazy. All right.
Malls.
Triple changer. Astro train. Decepticon triple changer. Triple
Astro Train. Woo.
Row.
Stro.
Stros. Had to not big enough to carry the whole Decepticon load, huh? Stros? Had to.
Can't make up your mind what you want to be, huh? Can't make up your mind, huh? Just
Three choices.
Your train, your space shuttle, your robot.
Which one's it gonna be?
Pick one. Megatron. Megsy's does he's a gun and then he's a
Megsy's
robot.
a gun. Oh fuck. Gals. Later on, Gals. Cannon or a robot? Just
Optis.
Optis.
Opti. He's a truck. You know what he is.
All right. Thundercat Tigra. Tiggs. Tiggy. Dictator, mass murderer, Idi Amin.
Ooh. Eats.
I was thinking mean. Eats is it. Eats.
Some you just know.
Yeah.
Some you gotta dig.
One of the world's first serial killers, Elizabeth Bathory.
Whoa, Bathory?
Bats?
Bats?
Bethy Baths? Bathy Baths? Bathy Bath. He's still bathing in virgin's blood there. Bathy Baths.
How'd you know they were virgin, Bathy Baths?
Did you stick a finger in the coach? Find out.
How'd you know? What was your inspection process, Bathy Baths? How'd you did you ask him?
And then our final Snarf. We'll keep it with the Thundercats. Snarf.
Arf?
Arfs. Narf. Arf. Nar. Nars. Snars. He keeps the F off. That's all he does.
He just dropped the F. Snars. So tell us, Snars.
Snars. Still the most worthless member of the crew there. Snars.
Did you ever feel as worthless as you were, Snars? What's it like to be the comic relief but not funny at all, Snarfs?
Does that hurt?
Does that hurt to
Can we
be
talk
the
to
comic
Orcs?
relief?
See what Orcs thinks about that? See what Orcs has to say? See what Orcs? Can we talk to Orcs about that, Orcs?
What's it like to be the comic relief but not be funny?
Orcs, Snarfs.
Snarfs? Orcs? Snarfs and Orcs?
Whoa, what a Gumbel-love, huh? What a Gumbel-love we have there.
Always.
And now, Eddie, it's time for our final segment of our ramble. Who would win in this steel? Again, the steel cage is being lowered, right? The steel cage is being lowered during Gumbel-love. And during Gumbel-love, Ramble Corporate was lowering the steel cage. And we have in one corner from the movie Labyrinth, David Bowie's As the World Falls Down. And on the other corner from the film The Neverending Story, the main theme of The Neverending Story, The Neverending Story by Limahl. Now, Eddie...
Malls.
Malls. Malls. I think... Let me just give you... We can go in depth, okay?
Okay.
But can I just give you my Cliff Notes version of this first?
Yeah, please. Give me your...
I think Bowie wins it, but I think Limahl gains everyone's respect. It's one of those things where
Limahl one of those shake hands at the end of the match.
I was about to say. I swear to God, I think Bowie shakes his hand when it's over. I think it's one of those things where like Limahl was like the second guy at the Rumble, and he's like the third to last guy eliminated. You know what I mean? He was that dude who just hangs around the Rumble, unexpected. Like, what the fuck is happening? Right. And then to the point where he was kind of an afterthought when he comes into the ring, and now everyone's visibly kind of bummed that he got thrown over the top rope.
Right. Okay.
And I think this is, I'm going to go, I think this is how, and I don't really, now you tell me, but I don't see much interference here. I think it's a good match. I think Bowie controls a lot of it. I think the only interference, I think at some point is, because let's be honest, no one in the Neverending Story, 90% of the cast wouldn't give a shit. They're all so depressed and ready for the nothing to take them that I don't think they would go help Limahl out, except Atreyu. But I don't think Atreyu makes it to the ring because I think his horse sinks during while Bowie is doing his finisher. Well, not Bowie, but while the song As the World Falls Down is doing its finisher on the song Neverending Story, Atreyu's halfway to the ring and then the horse starts sinking. And I think JR calls that. You know what I mean? Like, by God, the horse is overcome with depression. Something like that. Our tanks is too depressed. It's going to die. It's going to sink into that bog and die. My God, it's too depressed.
I've seen enough. Get him.
I've seen enough. It's going to die. Somebody get that goddamn horse out of that bog. It's just dying. This is sick. This horse doesn't want to go on. God damn it. Someone get that fucking horse out of there. And then it just dies. And by the time it sinks, it's 1, 2, 3, and Atreyu looks over and it's too late. But at least Bowie then shakes Limahl's hand.
Right.
But the horse is just sunk into a pile of mud. Off to the side of the ring. Eddie, your thoughts?
I have a way different take on this one.
Okay, all right. I want to hear.
Because you have. I've been trying to think over what can I compare this to in wrestling.
Yes.
What other matchup in wrestling? And the only thing I can come to is Chris Jericho versus Fandango.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because Fandango, if you
Fandango's a Limahl in this. Fandango's an Neverending Story in this.
Jericho's David Bowie. Just the body of work is massive.
Right, absolutely.
We're spanning now 3 decades. Three, if not close to 4+ decades.
4 plus
of Jericho, changing, and never the same Jericho. Different Jerichos every time.
Always had a different gimmick.
Always reinventing himself, much like Bowie.
Yep.
Bowie was different all the time. Limahl and Fandango. Fandango was huge for 1 minute.
He was. I mean, but
Massive.
had people chanting his theme song, leaving events.
He was the biggest thing in wrestling for about 2 months.
Yeah, he was.
Going into WrestleMania
really
29.
Yep.
And you had Jericho against Fandango.
Okay.
And so this is Bowie against Limahl. Bowie goes in. He's got the body of work.
Right.
And you got Fandango coming in as Limahl with one of the greatest
2 months.
2 months
Right.
ever.
Right.
And you're talking about one of the greatest songs in the history of movie songs.
For children in the 80s.
Never Ending Story. You
it's
hear that
so
song now, and literally, if you're driving your car, right,
Yes.
and you hear a David Bowie song, any David Bowie song,
Yes.
and you flip over, as long as you see what else on, you hear Never Ending Story.
You don't flip back.
You're not going back to Bowie.
You don't go back. You
You're
sing
not going
along
back to
the whole
Bowie.
way.
You wait till that's over, and you're like, well, hopefully Bowie's still on, but I'm
Right.
not.
Right.
I'm not changing the channel on the mall.
No. Once
And
you
I
get
think Jericho's in the ring, and he's just wiping the floor with
Yes.
them all.
Yep,
Bowie's just
okay.
wiping hit after hit after hit after hit
Just
after hit.
brutal.
Just he's hitting them with the whole catalog,
Yeah.
everything he's got. And then I think he's starting to show off a little bit. Like Jericho, he's like I'm starting to feel it. I think Limahl comes
Kind
up
of like Conan against Rey Mysterio back in WCW.
much the same way.
Yeah.
Much the same way. Sort of that 1-2-3 kid versus Razor Ramon.
Right.
On that Monday Night Raw. Where you weren't okay, this is a jobber. He's not going to lose.
It's gonna be a joke.
Jericho.
It's a joke.
Limahl's not going to, And
Bowie's-
Bowie goes to pick him up. He's already got him bloodied. He should have pinned him 20 minutes ago. He's just having fun with the kid.
So you think Bowie's mistake is toying with his meal here?
He goes to pick him up.
Yeah.
Limahl grabs him, small package, pulls the tights. 1, 2, 3. The clean win in the middle of the ring.
On a roll up.
On a roll up. No one cheats. He does a quick roll up. 1, 2, 3. Jericho's shocked. The crowd is stunned.
Bowie's legs are kicking.
But he's just kicking. Limahl's unconscious. He lets go after the 3 count.
Right.
He's out.
Right. He's out.
They have to stretcher him
Does
out.
Bowie help him up?
Undertaker.
Does Bowie help him up?
I don't think so.
Ooh, he wasn't.
Bowie's embarrassed at this point because Bowie knows he should have won. Everyone knows Bowie should have won.
Everyone knows.
He should have wiped the floor, which he was doing, but he fucked around.
What a battle.
And Never Ending Story put him out.
See, Eddie, can I tell you something before we say goodnight? Most podcasts would have ended it with one person's take on a battle like this.
Sure.
Not ours.
No.
Everyone gets a chance to explain.
We are a, what do they call that? A wheelhouse of opinion?
Wheelhouse. Hey, you know what? This is again.
An open door of takes.
And this is once again, when you tune into the Ramble, you are listening to the world's podcast.
Yes.
There it is.
We're the podcast for the world.
We're podcast for the world. So thank you for tuning in.
That's why after we're done with this, we have to record this podcast in, I think, with 340 other languages we do this podcast.
And we're just going to have to hope we remembered what we said exactly.
Yeah.
And it'll be
that's
different.
what we do.
So if you're in Cambodia, you're not going to have the same experience someone in Wales would have listening to this.
No, but we'll do it in your native tongue.
Well, yes, for you. It's coming.
That's why Ramble recording days take all day.
They take all day, 20, if not more.
If not more.
Next Ramble, everybody. Ramble 376.
Woo!
We're going to bring back the darkest hour. This time we're going to say, what was the darkest hour for conspiracy theories?
Oh.
And then we're going to do a twofer here.
Okay.
Darkest hour on conspiracy theories. A Super Nintendo game that should have been, which is JB from the CBS NFL pregame crew ranks fuckable moms. And then we go from the darkest hour to the devil's advocate. We are going to somehow.
What's the cover for JB ranks fuckable mom? What is he standing there in like on the NFL Today set, and there's like a whiteboard behind him?
Or is he at a bar with just two completely tore up?
And is he throwing darts at pictures of ladies? Like that's the hottest one he throws the dart at. And he's got in tow two.
I would like it to be different. I see him in a sweater. I see him in a sweater next to a fireplace on the cover. But we'll get to that.
And he's got a scroll. He's just holding a scroll.
Of what makes a mom fuckable.
I can't wait to see who's the boss.
And then,
Can't
like,
wait
in
to
a
see who the boss
graphic,
is.
it says, "Does your mom make the cut? Does your mom have what it takes?"
Oh, okay, if that's going to be the
Jamie to
tagline,
fuck her.
does he have a visor on and a whistle in his mouth? And he's holding a clipboard,
Take it combine.
and he's at a combine, and he's got a stopwatch, and there's just moms doing 40-yard dashes behind him.
Does your mom have what it takes? Oh my
There's a 40-yard dash, and at the finish line, there's a bed. So they're running to the bed.
And then we're gonna have,
He's in a robe with a coach's whistle and a visor. And a 40 watch, a stopwatch in his hand.
and a giant erection. Like half of his dick is just sticking up, and he's like holding it, smiling. Then we're gonna play Devil's Advocate. So we're gonna have Darkest Hour Conspiracy Theories. Devil's Advocate. I don't know if I can do this one, Eddie.
Okay.
Can we defend the WWE era right before the Attitude Era? The IRS era, the Doink the Clown era, the Isaac Yankem
Sure, Isaac
era,
Yankem, the goon.
the Goon. Can we defend this?
The in your house. I always call it the in your house.
In your
era.
house. There it is. The in your house. Can we defend?
I don't know what it was really
house?
called, but I always call it the in your house era.
Do you think you could defend this?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I think I have a good starting point for this. Yeah.
There it is. Next
Yeah.
ramble. There it is. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Stay tuned. Subscribe. 5-star rating. Positive text review. We will see you Friday most likely, unless Eddie's just wiped from travel, which I totally understand. But we'll let you know. We'll probably see you Friday for a Ramble Radio. Stay safe. We love you guys. Take care, everybody.